Welcome to Support Desk Live. My name is Allie Miriam, and I am your support desk help for the day. A couple of things before we get started. This support desk session is streamed live into our Facebook group. We also take this video afterwards and we put it on our YouTube channel. So it's all publicly available. That said, part of the reason we let you know that is that if you're going to come on camera, if you're going to share screen, if you're going to have questions, those are going to be in our group and they're going to be on our YouTube channel. So you need to be aware of that. There's a little option at the very bottom of your screen with a heart that says react. If you click on that, down in that list somewhere is an option to raise your hand. That's how we call on our members to have their questions answered. There you go, Julia. Thank you. So that's what we do. And we answer them in order. I will give you the ability to turn on your cameras and your microphones when it's time. And I try to get to everybody who's up first with cameras on and microphone, camera off and then microphone, and then get to the chat. It is also very helpful while your hand is up if you go ahead and type your question in the chat. If you put a big capital Q in front of it, that makes it easier for me to find in the chat when you do have a question. So with that said, welcome everybody. And I am going to give you all the ability to turn your cameras on now so that you can do that. And then I see Julia here first, so I will give you the ability to unmute.
Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
I'm good. Thank you. I hope you are doing very well as well. I have many questions, but I think I'm gonna just ask a couple of ones first, and then I will, let others ask their things, and then I can come back. I am in the middle, we're at the end of a launch, an online course, and I have experienced that some customers, they had problems with the payment. So I just would like to make sure that everything has been made accordingly. I mean, for example, today, one person who had joined a course previously wanted to join the course that I'm launching right now, and by mistake, she enrolled twice in the same course using the payment card of her husband, because apparently the system had kept the details of the credit card of her husband, and the enrollment for these online courses came out automatically for her, like this, super quickly, and she doesn't even know what happened. So I had to refund the enrollment so her husband could get the money back, and now she wants to join again with her own card, and she is scared that the things won't work out properly. And I had a similar issue with another person, that she wanted to enroll in this course, but the system have kept her previous credit card details of a card that has expired, and she's having problems to go through the payment. So I don't know what I can do from my end to solve this issue.
That's a great question. I'm not aware of any specific issues around that. So my guess would be that I'll say this nicely. It's a user issue. It's not a Zenler issue. Like whenever you shop online, you put your credit card information in and it asks you if you want to save that information. Like, so it's not Zenler, right? It's PayPal, it's Stripe, it's whoever those payment people are. And so they may not understand exactly how that works and being able to change it. Some people, the payment plans and stuff online are very difficult. And if your clients tend to be people that maybe aren't online savvy and payment savvy and all of that, you might want to think about what that experience looks like for them on their end, so that on the front end, you can provide them with answers ahead of time, like an FAQ, like if this happens, when you're setting up payments, blah, 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 right? To help guide them through that if they're having trouble, if it's a lot of people. But that's definitely something that's on your users end. There's nothing that we can do about that. It's a thing where you kind of have to train them. Sometimes we have to do that for our clients, our members, depending on, how our payments and our courses and our memberships work. We have to sort of train them on how to access the information, how to get to it, because not all of our brains work the same. We're not all going through the same processes in our head. So sometimes it's an issue like that for your users, your clients, to do that. So check into that, find out if I would be interested to know as well if it's a particular, like, are you using Stripe or PayPal? Are these issues happening with Stripe or PayPal?
I use Stripe. I don't have
Stripe.
PayPal.
Okay. So then I would go through Stripe's support docs when it comes to saving credit card and updating credit card information. Go to Stripe's support docs, find their information on how to update your credit card information and make sure it's the correct thing. Find that help doc and then send that to your people, and know where it's at, bookmark it, so that if somebody has that problem again, you can just send them the link to that document to tell them how it updates in Stripe. That's what I would do with that. And if you have another question,
so
we can move on to that one so that everybody else can get a turn too. But definitely find Stripe support docs and send them that so that they can figure out how to update their information.
Okay, so that's something that we have to deal with Stripe. Yeah, and because I have another question related to this, such as, for example, the one who made these 2 payments by mistake today, I did the refund of those payments through the Stripe platform, but I just wanted to make sure that the payment is not going to go through automatically the next month, because she chose this monthly plan. So I don't know whether it's something to do with Zenler or it's something to do with Stripe.
Well, it's the Stripe, right? So Zenler is your platform. It's the container for all of your stuff. Okay. You had to integrate and connect a payment processor, which would be PayPal, Stripe. There's a couple others that people might use. So that's on you to connect to that payment and how payments are taken out, whether it's a payment plan, whether it's a one-time payment, whether it's a subscription. That's all handled through whoever the payment processor is. So that's handled through PayPal or through Stripe. Now, we understand that at Zenler that our customers have to have some sort of payment processor. So there are typical issues that happen with things like PayPal and Stripe that our customers deal with, that we can then say, okay, we are aware of these issues through that provider. Like, it's not our issue, it's their issue, but we can learn about that issue so that we can help our clients a little better. So that's really what it comes down to, is going into Stripe, finding out how their stuff works. Somewhere on the YouTube channel, if you search Zenler's YouTube channel for how to cancel your membership on Zenler, David did a video on how to cancel a subscription. And he did it in a white label fashion, meaning you can actually use that video and send it to your clients of how to cancel their membership. It takes them through the thing so that they're not getting that payment on that again. That's something they'd have to make sure of. Okay.
Okay. Got it. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you for being here today. And next up, we have Daksha. I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Please correct me.
No, that's perfect. It's Daksha. You said it well.
Daksha.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Welcome.
Thank you. I have a question. Recently, I got a notification from my Zenler website to say that 3 or 4 people had downloaded a lead magnet.
Mhm.
However, when I was looking at the name and the email, it was just a bunch of letters. And I'm just going to post, I just copied and pasted what it is in the chat so you can see. And that's what it came up as. And I haven't done anything with it, but I'm just wondering, is that a system issue or is that somebody sending me silly emails or signups? I'm not sure what.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, that's yeah, that's not, I have, I've never, that's the kind of thing that's like spam.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna check this real quick and see. Oh, yeah. Let's see. I'm just trying to check and see if I can figure out what it is. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I would guess it's spam. And
Okay.
if somebody else knows that, I would love to hear that because, yeah, spam. I get that on my phone. Like I've never had that in my Zenler site before, but I get stuff on my phone. And that's exactly what it looks like. The spam, the name, the email, weird thing like that.
Yeah.
That's how I get spam on my phone sometimes.
Okay.
So that's what it looks like to me. I've never had it in Zenler.
Okay. So the best thing for me to do is maybe just delete those off the system.
Yeah. I mean, I would put a little more research into it to confirm. But yeah, I would say that's spam.
Okay.
And I would remove it from my system for sure.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
You're very welcome. Let's see. We have Margot.
Yes,
Hello, lovely. How are you today?
I'm fine.
Good.
Thank you. Well, I have set up a course, and I don't know how I managed to do it, but when the students go into this education, they always get 2 rubrics of my courses. And I don't know, for the first, I don't know how I can see what they see because I can't see it from my point of view. And the second one is, do I dare to take away one, and which one should I take away?
Okay. So you have, repeat the first part of the question. You have,
When the student goes into Zenler, they always get 2 rubrics with my courses.
they get two.
Rubrics to 2 places that says my courses, and one is always empty, and the other is filled with the accurate material. So I don't know how to get rid of the one of them.
So you have two courses. Is that what you're saying? Or
No,
communities?
no. Somehow when you start your page, your site, there are
You
pages
can
that
have three. You can have three sites in Zenler.
are okay.
Is that what you mean? Or your
No,
pages? Because the words, I need to understand which area of the system you're talking about. Is it a course?
because you have pages that are more or less you can't touch, you can't translate them. I mean, like pages that you just choose to set in.
I don't understand. So Zenler's site has static pages for your website, like a homepage, terms of service, cookie policy. Those are pages. Here, I'm going to share my screen so that we can go through this because I want to, hold on. I need to make sure I have a web page up to share screen. Oh, I do. Get rid of that and go go here. Okay, now I can share my screen. And you should be able to see my screen now. Can you see my screen?
I can't. No, well, now, yes.
Yes, okay. So this is your Zenler site. So are you talking about courses? Like you have courses more than
No,
one?
I think if you go to the site,
Okay.
there you have pages,
Yep.
and I have got like you have also my course or something like that, all courses or something like that.
Yep. You have my courses and you have all courses. Yes.
Okay. I don't know if I managed to put up an extra my courses because I have two my courses and I don't know how to figure out which one to take away.
Oh, okay. So that's what you did. You duplicated the my courses page.
Somehow I managed to do that and I don't know.
Okay. So what you need to do, okay, is come into your pages right here, like this list. This page right here, my courses. Okay.
Yes.
If you have two of those pages, you're going to want to unpublish one of them. Okay.
Yes.
So from here, from the settings, the one that's the original is this my courses. Okay. And this is the link. It's your site name, my courses.
Okay.
Okay. So when you, the only, how do I want to say this? I don't want you to get confused and I don't want you, just don't delete anything. Okay. When you go in there to edit it, to turn the page off, you're going to come to the settings part. Okay. And you're just going to click the unpublish check mark. Okay.
Yeah.
And then update and see what happens in your site. Okay.
Yes.
Because you're going to want to test that out and see if the thing that you turned off was the right thing. Because you said one of them's empty and one of them's not.
Yes, but I
And
can't
it's
see.
and are you sure it's my courses? Because you have all courses and my courses.
Yeah, I'm sure it's my courses, and I also managed to translate it to Swedish, mina kurser. So, and
Okay.
I still don't know which one of them I should take away.
You don't know which one because it's where it's like this is just a test site. It's not real. So like courses, my courses or all courses. My courses, when you go there, like I don't have any because I'm not enrolled in any courses on the site. But if I was, that's where they'd show up. Right? All courses lists just all of the courses available published publicly on your site. So this is what's available on the site, right? But it's not in my courses because I don't own this course. Does that make sense?
It makes sense. Yes, I will have to check and just do as you say.
Yes, don't delete, just unpublish first and then go and check your list of my courses and make sure it's the right one you did that with.
Is there any way of doing a backup before I start to do anything stupid?
As long as you don't delete anything, right? And you're not, and even if you, as long as you don't delete anything, you'll be okay, right? Like the courses are here. The courses still exist. So you're not deleting, when you delete the My Courses page, you're not deleting any courses, right? You're not deleting your courses. Your courses live here. The page that it links to isn't going to do anything, but unpublishing it and then going in to test it to see, did I unpublish the right page? If you unpublish that page and none of your courses show up in the My Courses thing, then you know you did the wrong one. If you unpublish the page and now you only have one and it's the right one, then you know you did the right one. I don't know if you've tried that yet.
No, I haven't, because I didn't know where to start. So that's why I'm here tonight. Okay.
Okay, good.
Thank
So
you.
perfect. Do that and good luck.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Okay, let's see. Who else? Oh, I see Judy's here. Judy, I really do want to speak to you. So I'm going to ask you to unmute. I'm calling on you. This is hot seat time. Just kidding. Did I click here? Let me click there. I think I'm asking you to unmute.
You want me to? Oh,
there you go. Yes, I want you to unmute. Oh, did I do it?
no, hang on.
Yeah, you are unmuted. I got you.
Okay. You. What can I do for you?
What can I do for you? I wanted you, I want to refresh of the down payment thing. Cause I mean, I don't want to overexcite myself. I think I figured it out, but it's too easy. And I thought maybe I have this incorrect, the way that you want to do this. So explain to me again, because I think I figured it out.
Oh, okay. And it might be helpful for somebody else.
Yes, exactly.
So in-person workshops that are set far out, meaning 1 or 2 years out, which people like to book, being able to collect a deposit up front and then being able to choose a custom date for the next payment or payments. I mean, ideally 3 payments, I think, works well for people going on an expensive trip that's a year and a half out. So if it's as an example, an $8,000 trip, and they give $2,500 down, and then they have another, 2 payments after that. I personally do not like collecting all that money up front. Like, I don't want to be responsible for that. I just don't.
You, Judy. I feel you.
I don't want to manage all this money up front. It's too much. I mean, so
you want it to be beneficial to the client, because for them, they want to get rid of the money so they don't spend it. They want to give you that deposit. So you want to give them some savings ability without having to take it all on yourself as well.
And the thing is, if I'm collecting it all in like November of 25 and the trip is in 27, I'm paying taxes on it in for 25, and the trip hasn't even happened yet. And anyway, you get what I'm at. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So my goal is, like, other photographers that run workshops, they don't use a site this sophisticated. Like, they use a very basic, website. They have their own way of however they collect money. And initially I logged into, or I don't know if log in is the right word. I joined Zenler because I was teaching online, classes, and I thought, oh, this will just be a little side gig, to my portrait business. I have a brick and mortar studio, and it took off. Like, I was so busy the last 2 years, I haven't even been able to come on any of these calls. And I had somebody help build my site. And then I learned from him how to, utilize the site. And I know there's stuff I'm doing wrong, which I need to kind of backtrack on. But the point is, now that I'm doing these in-person excursions, to interesting places, I want to utilize the site for that. And right now, my workaround with having a non-clickable, class, you can't register for it. They have to inquire and fill out an info form, and then I have to send them an invoice through Stripe. It's okay, but it's not great. It's a lot to manage. There's no easy way to manage all that. So,
and the key thing for you is being able to select the dates and when they make those payment and the amount. So the amount and the dates. So because one of the ways would be the payments would basically be in equal amounts, like whatever the amount, because because one of the things that I'm thinking don't know if
I mean, I could still do it. I guess I could do the deposit through Zenler to get them into the event, and then I could do the additional payments through Stripe, but I still feel like that seems kind of wonky.
Yeah, well, because what I'm thinking is if you get them into it might be a situation of creating the course as a bundle. Like it'll be a bundle eventually, right? So you create the one payment that's your course, and that's the down payment for the thing. Now it's secret because the only person you're going to send that to are the people you already know signed up. Here you go, because they fill out the form. You have to talk to them first, right?
Yeah.
So,
In most cases, we're all sharing a large Airbnb together.
yeah,
So I want to make sure that
everything's kosher. Got it.
yeah, I don't want some weird, creepy person.
Yes,
Yeah.
100%, Judy.
Some guy that wants to hang out.
I got you, girl. You know, I know. This is amazing. Okay, so you take one course and you set it up as the down payment, right? So the payment is, here's your $1,000 down payment for this trip, okay? You take that, it's a one-time thing, it's just the down payment. So now and then when it comes time for them to start making payments, you set that up in another course just for the payment plan. And I think you might be able to select. I'm gonna share my screen. Here we go. Because I think you might be able to select on payment plan some sort of pricing. See, like, so I tested this out. And if we add a new plan, so the one-time payment for the down payment, and then a payment plan would be the next one.
But it would be a separate course.
Yes, you would do it as a separate, it's an in-person, and then what you would, so that's like my idea is like, when you get it set up, like how far in advance, like is there a cutoff for them to register for the down payment part?
No, no, because if I have an opening, I mean, I normally don't, but like right now I'm sold out all of 26. And I'm starting to work on 27 because the people that go on these photography trips, they're mostly retired and they plan these trips 2-3 years out. I can't plan anything 3 years out. So this is hard for me. But 2 years, 18 months out, I'm okay with. So I started already reaching out to people who showed an interest in my Puffins trip for 2027. Because that's like a really unique trip. And there was one person in particular that really wants to go, who is a guy, but he gets along with all the ladies that go on my trip. Everybody
he's
loves
not a
him.
creeper. That's good.
No, he's like he's really quiet, very nice. He's very helpful. He's that guy. So I reached out to him because he had already planned all of 26 last year. And I said, okay, for 27, I'm looking at the months, when we usually do this trip, and this is what I'm looking at. Are you still interested? Because I can actually schedule it based on your availability since you're interested. Like this particular trip is only 6 students. So it's very small. So he said, yeah, so anyway, so you're saying I set up a class and that class has a one-time payment of, let's say, $1,000. That's the deposit. Mm-hmm. And then, of course, on the text, I got to specifically say, this is a deposit. This is not the full payment for the class. And that you will be invited to part 2. Like I invite them to register for part 2.
Right. So yes, once they give the down payment, here's the down payment. When do you want to make your first payment? Right? And then you send them. So this is the payment plan. So you give them the thing for the deposit. It's a one-time thing. Actually, you can do that in here, I think. No.
I know this is kind of complicated, but
It is. It's fun. It's fun to see the different ways of how we can make this useful in the way. Every now and again, this is my thought. Like I like to pause a lot. I take a lot of pauses, y'all. And I try to step back and take a higher level view of why am I setting it up this way? How are the people going to experience it? How am I going to experience it, setting it up and managing it, number one? And how are the people that are coming into it going to experience it? And sometimes it can be very difficult for creatives because I have this experience myself in the difference between my brain is commingling the ideas of how it functions for me and how it functions for them. And so sometimes it takes me a little longer to figure out the exact setup of how it's going to play out. And honestly, I like that. To me, that's smart thinking, right? You're taking your time with it. You know, it's not exactly right, but you just keep moving forward a little bit and playing with it until you feel, oh, now that makes sense. You know, like I love that because I give myself lots of amazing aha moments all of the time when I do that. I'm like, gosh, I'm so brilliant. I figured this out. Okay. So in this, I think there's a couple of ways you could do this. So the payment plan, let's say they need 3 payments of $750, but you can set an additional one-time fee, right? So that could be the down payment. So say that's $1,000.
is that new?
The one-time fee? No. The additional fee, that's been there.
Okay.
So you can do that, but the thing with the choosing of the dates and the payments, that's the complicated part, right? That's the part that doesn't work exactly right because you can do this, set the payments, set the additional fee, set the installments, and have the billing every 3 months, or how, you know what I mean? You can do custom, but that's intervals then. So it's going to give them that $1,000 down payment and then in intervals in how often, how many months, 3-month intervals,
Yeah, that doesn't work.
or in 2-month intervals, or weekly like you have some options. You could do monthly, daily, weekly, every 2 weeks, every 3 months, every 6 months, and then you have a custom option of monthly intervals.
Yeah, that's not going to work because you have people signing up different months of the year. You know, if I'm running a trip next June and somebody signs up this March, that's great. But if somebody doesn't sign up till December, you see what I'm saying?
Right. So December, so that's January.
That's like 11 months or 10 months from now. So I think that the maybe the way to do it is to make it simple is to have half the money down on class A, and then class B that would have assets that I give them like Photoshop files, brushes,
Mm-hmm.
you know, information about actually stuff they need to learn. Okay. Class B is like the info pack class. And I would just clone the class and add the additional information because the email would already be set up and everything. And then class B would have the remaining amount. And so it would be due immediately. And that way, when they register for part A, depending on how soon or close it is to the trip, would determine when I send them part B. And
Yeah.
when I have people, which I hate, like people say to me, oh, I'll just pay for the whole thing up front, you know, and it's like, oh, I don't want you to pay for the whole thing up front. But, you know, it's just what if they cancel and I have a cancellation policy, you know, then it's like a lot to deal with.
Yeah.
So I think class A and B might work.
Yeah. And
so
you can do it in a couple different ways, right? Because once you've got it, when they're in your site, if it gets confusing for them, that's one of the things you're going to want to think through just a little bit. Okay. because when they get in there, now they have 2 courses that they'll have access to if you did the down payment, and it's going to be empty because it was just for the down payment. So,
Right.
but when they get on the site, it's going to say my courses, and it's going to give them access to both things. So you're going to want to, if you make them the down payment one secret, right? It's not going to show up under all courses on your site for just anybody to see and get into. So that you make a secret.
Right.
And then
the public one would be the page about, are you interested? And you have to fill out the information form. And I did find that since last week, I found that in Google doing it's not a doc, it's a Google, well, it's under Google Docs, but it's almost like a info thing that they fill out.
Google Forms, you mean?
It's listed under Google Docs, but it is a form, and my assistant and I tested it out for something else I put together for the site, and it works.
Nice.
It doesn't notify me that somebody has filled it out, so I have to check it, which is fine. But
maybe investigate a Zap for that.
Huh?
I said maybe investigate a Zap for that.
What is that?
Zapier.
I've heard of it.
It's an automation. You hook things up to it, and when something happens, you set a trigger, and when that trigger happens, you can have Zapier send you a message. So you set it up with that form, hook it to that form, and the trigger would be anytime someone submits it, then Zapier sends you an email or something to let you know.
Okay, my assistant will know about that. She's very smart.
Yeah. So you can kind of find ways to automate if you have those tools, but if just checking your thing every day works for you, that's fine too,
All right. This is a great idea. So
the other thing I want to tell you to do real quick, because they're going to have access to both. This is the course access page when you make a course.
Right.
So if you come on to this and get rid of the curriculum block on the one that's just for the down payment, delete these blocks so that it's not confusing to the person entering it. And then you can, all of these, you don't need any of this in here. And then what you can do is you can just add a block, and you can put a link in here that takes them to the course access page of the actual course with the content in it. Do you know what I'm saying? So you would give them a message here of some kind that says,
no, I can't send them to that course access page until they've paid.
Yes, after they've paid. That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Once you've remove it now, right? So the page is not there.
Okay.
And you don't even have to put a button there for now. What you do is you just say
coming soon.
No, because this is the down payment one. So they're not going to ever access that. They're not going to ever need to access this. That's the point. So you're just putting like a little system message here that says, to access your resources, please go to the XYZ course. Right. So now it's just a little message there in case they go there and go, where's my stuff? Why don't I have my stuff? Why can't I access my why can't I access my content? Why can't I? Because they'll accidentally click on the wrong thing. That's human nature. It's going to happen. They're not going to be thinking about it. And they're going to go, oh, yeah. Let me go here and go to this other course. Right. So just a thing. And then if it makes sense, and you want to add a button here that links to that after the both courses are fully functioning and active and paid for,
Right.
to make it easier for them navigation wise, you can. But that way, only one course has a page and the other one at least says, hey, go over to that other one. That's where your stuff's at. And that will save you a lot of customer service questions, you know, like people coming in, I can't find my thing. Oh yeah, it's this. And do that with the naming of them as well. Like name the one trip down payment. Like it doesn't have to be named anything for SEO purposes or whatever, because it's going to be secret, because it's only for people that you've already filtered. You're going through that application process. So you don't need the sales page there to do that for you, because you are doing that through a different process. So you can keep that one a secret and name it so that when the person has, you know, their access to all of their courses and stuff, and they see their list, it'll be named the right thing. Because like if even in here, this is this training site. You know, when you come into the thing and you've got your courses, right? This is what it looks like. So they're going to be, oh, this is mine. This is mine. Oh, okay. So if you name this one something that says, don't come in here, you can even do that if it got to be.
Yeah, I would just name it deposit page, not the course or something. Yeah, I'd figure it out.
Exactly. You could just like just be really blunt about it. If it was problematic with your people, they kept clicking it. You could be like, okay, people, come on, don't click this.
Yeah, and it's only 6 people, so it makes
exactly.
it
Okay, good.
I do have a quick question that I was going to raise my hand about, and if you want, I can wait till the end.
I don't even see anybody else's hands up right now or anything. Or
there's two. There's two.
There is two?
Yeah, I can wait till the end.
Okay, let's see.
Don't forget though.
Yes, we do have 2 hands up. I'm so sorry. I thought I would see them when I'm sharing screen, but I guess I don't. I see chats. Okay, let's see. Julia, I think you were first. You're first on my thing. I don't know between Maggie and Julia, but I will tap to ask Julia to unmute.
Yeah,
hello,
sure.
Julia.
Hi again.
Hi.
I have one question in relation to invoices, because I have some students that they are professionals and they need to get an invoice of the course in order to deduce that from their business expenses. So I know I saw that there is a way on the platform under site settings invoice that allows me to enable download invoice. However, I'm not so sure regarding the information that it needs to be inserted. I mean, the VAT ID, I suppose that I should put my VAT ID details, and additional text may have to add my business details or something, but I'm not sure about exactly the information that I have to fill up here, and also how I can vision the invoice and how to direct the students to access that.
Okay, so the invoices. Okay, let's see. Okay. So when you do this, you're gonna have to text it out. You can add text there. You have ID there. I'm not sure what it looks like because I've never used invoicing through here, but if we go to our support docs and type that in, maybe it'll give us some invoices for students. So right here on our support docs, and this is something that you can do whenever you're trying to find information out on settings and things that are in the back end and what it looks like for this, for the student to be getting stuff. There's a lot, the information in our support docs is very robust. So, a quick keyword search for invoices, download invoices, and it shows you the screenshots right here of what's in there. And David also has a little video for that right there. So I'll pop this into the chat for you so that you can go test that out and see what exact information that's on there and if it's going to be sufficient for you. If not, then the other options would be to go through, who are you, PayPal or Stripe inside of their system, since that's the payment processor. You can set up invoicing in those places as well. And you'd have to go into their help docs and figure out how to get that set up if the
Right.
Zenler one doesn't meet your needs.
But if I do that in Stripe, I would have to generate that myself and then send it to the student. It's not something that the student can generate on their own through the platform.
I don't know how invoicing works in Stripe, so I'm not sure about that. If they can do that on Stripe. I don't know if anybody in here knows that on Stripe. Judy, I'll ask you to unmute.
Yeah, you could do invoices in Stripe. It's going to take time though, because you have to create a product.
Yeah,
so if they've already paid for the item, you could just manually do you can actually do an invoice, a generic invoice anywhere. I've run into this a few times where somebody just needed an invoice for their taxes, and I just basically wrote something up. I mean, I'm on a Mac, so I use Pages, and I just wrote something up and said, receipt for this class. I mean, it's time consuming because it would be nice if we could just push a button that says send.
And it's automated. Yeah. Because I think that's what Julia is looking for.
Yeah. I just wanted to find a way that it doesn't need me to do all those things.
To do the things. Yeah. I look into that, go into Stripe, check Zenler's invoice and see if it even works. If it does work, if it's good enough for those people, then you're done. You just turn to the feature on and now they've got what they need. If it's not what they need, then looking for the path of least resistance, right? The least amount of friction for you in your day-to-day life. So look into things like Zapier to automate it for you, hook it up to, and Judy, for you too, if it's a pain in the butt, you might want to look into taking Zapier to do the invoices. Maybe it can trigger something. There's something in there. There's lots of amazing automations. I highly recommend maybe trying to do a brainstorm session with, if you use AI, get in with ChatGTP, set it up I have my ChatGTP programmed in a project to be me. I've duplicated myself inside the system because I love talking to myself. I do. I like to pick my own brain. It's just sometimes my brain is really slow at figuring stuff out, and ChatGTP is fast. So I really just upgraded my own brain in ChatGTP. At least I've tried to. But brainstorm ideas on things to help you automate, because that's my main goal in life, is the things that don't need a human, right? Them getting an invoice, they do not need a human being and an interaction with a human being to do that. But like this, the support desk, this can't be automated. This conversation you and I are having, this is not automated. This is human work, right? This is human work. And so I'm not going to automate that. I'm going to show up for the human work. but when I show up for the human work, all of the other things that I have to do is weighing on my mind, right? Like it's all there. It's sitting on me the whole time. And like it's adding in that stress and that friction to my day. And I don't need it. So if I know that those non-human needed things, I can find a way that works for me to automate them. It's easy for me to manage. It provides the thing that my client or customer needs, and it's less stress on me. Those are my favorite kind of solutions. So brainstorm, like the Zapier thing, that might not work for you. You might not want to have to connect all these tools. That may be a no-go for you. But just look at what seems like the easiest thing for you to do to make it happen, and then go on about it.
I wanted to explore this option that Zenler offers. Margot just said on the chat that Zenler offers that automatically. I don't know if Margot has experience with that. You know how it works is easy, simple, and how.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, turn it on. Yeah, she said she's not sure if that's what you asked for. She did the invoice. She just turned it on, but I don't know the details on what shows up on there on the invoice, if it's exactly what they need, because I haven't seen it from the student perspective. Or I have seen them. What I mean is, I don't know from your students' perspective if that's what they need. You're going to have to turn it on, let them get it and ask. And if it is, problem solved, you're good to go.
And also, I just wanted to know, for example, let's say that Judy is my student and Judy asked me, Julie, I need an invoice. Okay, Judy, so just go here and there in the platform, and then you just click download, and then you have it. I don't know how to direct
how to direct them where
I have no idea where they have to
their
go.
stuff. Okay, so share screen. Okay. So inside their account, right, they're gonna see their thing. So here's where we're gonna go.
So where do they go to billing history?
Okay, so when they're on your site, they have this my account. Okay. Oh, I'm not going to do that because this is
billing.
I can't. This is I'm not going to go. This is not a test site when I go there. That's a live site with private information. So no, I'm not going to do that on this one. But it's in your account information, and I was just going to pull up a video here. If you come here, how can I do this? All they have to do is come here to their account settings. If they come here, it takes them there. My settings, my account, and it'll tell them their billing history, and they click on the thing. And if you come right here to this invoice for students, and David's got the video right here, and it will show you my account. That's all that it is.
Okay.
That's all that it is. This site is a fake site, but it's a fake site of one of my websites. Do you know what I'm saying? This is not a Zenler test site. The parent site is my actual website. So that's why I said I'm not going to click on that. Not going into my website. But the account settings are right here on their account. So you can tell them that. And then for here, you have a video where you can watch and see exactly how it is. It's super easy for them. And you should be able to even do, if it's a case where a lot of people are need that explanation or need that, you can even do just a quick little video that you put in your course, just a screen share video of this, you know, of clicking through so that they can actually see it if they need to. Kind of the way that David has it set up on our support docs. There's the little screenshots and then the video showing the tutorial of it. Yeah.
Okay, I will check that information.
That part should be
Thank
easy for them. Yes. Okay, let's see on the chat. Can we modify the invoice content? In the chat to show you how. Yeah, and there's yes, there are system messages and system settings that you can change the language of, and those are under language. So like system emails, you can change the content that's in there. You know, because the language wise, this is in Zenler, our courses are our containers, right? And so at the very top of your website, it says my courses and all courses. But if you're not selling courses and you're using Zenler as your for a program or a membership and you don't call it a course, you can go in and change the system language so that it says and uses the language that you use with your people. So you can say, this is a program, this is a membership, this is a, you know, you can rename it for that. And you can do that within your emails. You can do that. Yeah, student dashboard. You can rename it from dashboard. You can rename leaderboard to something else. So there are quite a few options for you to have control over the naming that happens inside the system. So yes, on the student side, yeah, that's another thing, Judy. Very good. And David recommends this always: set up a separate account for yourself on your site and register as a student, right? Register as a student with a different email and a different login so that you can go in and see how things look as that student. Yes, Jacqueline, you can rename stuff in the system. It is pretty amazing. You can reword those system emails for resetting passwords. You can rename lots and lots of things. So you can. Okay, and I see Maggie, I'm going to go ahead and let you have this unmute. There you go.
Right. Thank you.
Yeah.
I created a funnel, a 5-day video funnel.
Ooh.
And I need a little bit of help.
Okay.
I have the 5 videos, and some of them just grabbed the thumbnail. I created thumbnails for each of the 5 days.
Mm-hmm.
When they're in there, 2 of them have the thumbnail, but I don't see a place to actually add, because it's a 5-day sugar challenge. So each day has a different day or a different thumbnail. And so it looks better than just opening it up and there's the video. And of course, you know how videos catch you and awkward, you know.
Yeah.
So is there a way?
Those used to be I used to teach live video. I used to have live video courses and do coaching. And that was one of my favorite things to do, was pick like the weirdest thing, and people be like, what in the heck is that? Not always, you know, because some people are always like, let me make sure I have the perfect shot.
Right.
And I'm like, no, let me do that.
Never.
Okay.
But I didn't see a place to put
it. Okay, let's see. Let's go look around.
This was my first funnel.
Oh, well, congratulations on your first funnel. That's exciting.
The first time I did all these separate, and then with a friend realized you can just upload all the videos and it automatically puts them in order. So,
and you did it through the video series funnel this way, right?
yes.
Okay. So, video test. Okay, so.
And that's where she had me add all the videos right there. And then they all came in order, which that was neat.
Okay. I don't know if I have any videos in here. I have one. Okay, let's see. Well, I mean, I don't have 10 videos too, but let's see. I just want to see where okay, so are you talking on this page? Where
mine looked a little.
Where the video, like where.
See, yours is showing.
Well, I only did one video on that one, but
okay,
like when you open up the editor, you can add. Because I only added one video. So if I added more, there'd be, they'd be here.
See, that's how we did the first ones. And then we just kept manually adding. But is there a way for you to go back and then click the plus? Because there were other samples.
What do you mean?
Okay. See, I don't know if we clicked add next step. We put multiple videos on that first, where you first went in and test.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. See, yours already comes up showing a thumbnail. Or like I said, okay, go down to add next step. Okay, and then scroll up. Classic, the classic video series was the one. It's on the far right. Okay, yes, classic white. Or no, white. Was it the white video? Maybe it was one of those. Build a new e-list. They said the same thing. Maybe it was.
I mean, this is video step. That's what's in there, I think. It doesn't matter which one matter which one you choose. It's just that it's adding that next one. So that's 5. So, right. So in yours, you have your opt-in page and then you have 5 videos. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's what you have. Okay. So, and this one, I was the native upload of the video. Okay.
Yes.
And that's the preview of it, of the next, like.
But when you grabbed it, it already had that, where mine are just raw videos. So yeah, click that one next step.
So now in this one.
And see that one, I deleted and put an image because I didn't feel like, since it's a video series, I didn't feel like I needed to make a 6th video to talk about the videos. So.
This is just the worst thing ever. Okay. So I don't know what you mean you deleted it. This is just the second page. This is the second video, right? So I don't know what you mean you deleted the video.
Okay, that's different. See, my first page, I have the opt-in, and the opt-in had a place for a video.
Yes.
And so that's the one where I deleted it and just put an image. And then it has the 5 little boxes sort of like that second one that says next step.
Yeah.
And then they're locked because
Yeah.
they're to be dripped out.
Right.
Okay, so all of the videos are in place. There's a little lock, and then I did each of the individual pages. So day 1, day 2, all the way through day 5.
Okay.
But like I said, the videos show the video, and it's just the raw video. But I didn't see, when I went to settings, I didn't see where you could upload the thumbnail for it, for the video. So a cover, basically. And like I said, yours, when you up or downloaded it, it already has a cover from your library. Where when
I don't know what you mean. This is just like yes. Okay, so I can't play it because I'm in edit mode.
So my pictures show me starting to talk, and I just want to I had already created thumbnails. I was just hoping I could put a thumbnail there. So each day there's the appropriate.
It's an easy spot. My brain just has lost it for the moment, but there's an actual spot that says put your thumbnails here.
Where you put the video.
Mm-hmm. And
maybe
your thumbnail.
Is that whole block one solid block? Does the picture? Well, I don't know.
Let's see. Is it under the SEO thingy? That might. I don't know. I know it's always in some weird spot.
Mm-hmm.
This is live. We're doing it now.
Okay, Jacqueline said on the first page of each day.
Yeah,
on the opt-in, that first page.
Yeah, I think that's the choosing of the
yeah, see, mine looks different because mine doesn't have that sign in.
On the first page of each day. Editor?
Under the SEO. How do you get to the
page settings, probably.
Oh, okay.
Enable. Yeah, because I remember I just did it and I'm not.
Okay, so
Yeah. Here.
The other thing I'm wondering is when I send the email out, there's still the drip you have to figure out too, right? Because each day you'll get one. So I'm just wondering all the different steps.
Here, let's see. Yeah, on a funnel, here's what on there is a spot, and we'll look at it. Jacqueline did it on it's on the first day. Jacqueline, I'm gonna ask you to unmute real quick just so you can tell her where it's at, because my brain is not pulling it up right now for some reason, and I know Judy's got a question too. There you go, Jacqueline. You should be able to. There you go. You're talking. I can hear you.
Okay. It was a workshop that I went through with David.
Yes.
And he took a step-by-step through it. And I basically made 5 separate little videos to kind of lead. They could have the free videos or they could pay me money and take the class. And I made the 5 videos, and each one was like oh gosh, I can't even
I know
remember
when
how I
you
did it down.
Yeah, it's the workshop. I'm gonna,
But it was a very nice workshop, and
the video funnel one, and it's on the site. It's in the tutorial site.
yeah.
If you want to look at it, I'll grab the link and
Okay.
pop it in here for you, Maggie, because Maggie, geez, I'm losing my mind. Because yeah, it's not, once you know where it's at, it's like, oh,
Okay. I'm sure.
Why didn't I know that? Yeah.
exactly. Why couldn't I remember that? And see, that's the thing that you have to know. Like, even as somebody, like, I do all kinds of crazy stuff inside Zenler, but I'm not doing that crazy stuff every single day. I forget where it's at because it's muscle memory. When you're doing the same thing every day, day after day, you don't need the reminder. You don't need the refresher because you're refreshing yourself every day. But when you only do a thing like set up a video funnel once in a great while, it's like, oh, where's that little piece? It's just those little friction points that you're like, God, I know this. I've done it. Where is it? And your brain just is not recalling it. So one of the things that I always tell people, like on my dashboard, I have a Zenler folder, and I very clearly label and bookmark video funnel. Like, and here's my link to figure that out when I need that refresher. Because we all need it. Like, give yourself that grace because it's going to happen. Now, what am I looking for? Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, that one. Now, while you're looking that up,
yeah,
I'm going to be creating an ebook because the 5-day is free, but all my notes and images, I'm making an ebook that they have the option of buying for like $7. So I didn't know if that was something that could be worked in, and see, I don't know if that's going to be a problem because on day 5, there's the little button. And I forget what it says static right now, but it's to lead into a 12-week program. So there's really 2 things. They could just buy the $7 ebook on sugar, or they could go ahead and sign up for the program. So it's a lead magnet to go into the program. But I just thought, while I've got this audience, here's a little $7 item. So I don't know if you call that an upsell or not, but
yeah. On the free thing that you're doing the $7 item.
Well, yes, it's a free lead magnet. The video series is free.
Right.
And they can buy the accompanying ebook.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I didn't know where that would play into the whole thing.
On your funnel. Well, here's the thing. Funnels,
is that even possible?
yeah, so you are up, you don't have it set up yet?
I don't have it completed right now.
Okay. But yeah, in your funnel process, a funnel is, think about a funnel, because we talk a lot about funnels and people have a lot of questions about funnels. Funnels aren't pages. Don't think of funnels as pages. Don't think of them as part of your website. Like, that's not, a funnel is a path. It's a journey. That's what the funnel is. And you want to think of where people get into your funnel. It's like, I was just thinking of this today. I don't know why it popped into my head, but I was thinking about the Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe and how, like, the wardrobe is the path, right? But the path it's kind of hidden, but it's there in this beautiful wardrobe, right? And you're going to open these doors and, you're going to like move around and you're going to be in here. And then all of the sudden it opens up and you're in this magical place, right? And that's like, I think of the funnel as a path like that. Like, it just opens up into a magical place. And where on people's journey, where on your site, where in their communication with you, are they going to happen upon this pathway? right? And while they're on that pathway, what are they going to discover on this pathway? They're getting this email. They're watching a video, they're doing this, it's telling them something, it's giving them information. What is the next logical thing that they're going to do once they have this information? At what point does it make sense to say to them, hey, you're here and you're on this path, here's an ice cream truck so you can get your little snack on your path, because at this point in the path you're probably a little hungry or you want a little snack, something like that. So it can happen somewhere within the email sequence of that funnel. Like if you're sending out emails, you can say, hey, come here, if this is where you're at on the path, you've done this and that, now let's go, here, check this out. Are you thirsty? Here's a place you can get a drink. Are you hungry? Check this out. Here's a place you can get a snack, right? So you're showing them things on the path that make sense. Okay. All right, Margot.
So I could see maybe possibly, because each day they're going to get an email saying, here's today's video.
Right.
So maybe there could be a button or a link to the ebook throughout all of the different emails.
Yes,
but
you can put them in the
Friday's video really is promoting the class.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
And you can
just sounded.
just think about the natural ways. Like if you were face to face with this person and it wasn't some just website thing that's you can't understand or see or feel or touch. But if you're sitting with a person and talking to them and you have a physical business and they come into your store, why did they come into your store, first of all? What was the thing on the outside of the store that made them say, yep, that's the one I'm going in, right? You got them in there and you got them in there for a reason. They noticed something and they came in the door and now they're in the door. What do they expect to see when they get in the door? They open the door for a reason. What reason is that? What do they want to see there? When they see that thing there, how do they respond to it? Are they speaking to you? Is there a natural conversation that's happening? And is this the right time? Like a waitress at a restaurant or a server at a restaurant, the server isn't going to go up to the table and ask them if they're ready for dessert when they haven't had their drinks yet. Right. So it makes sense to offer the drink first because that's the first step. Okay, here's the drink. Would you like to look at the menu? Here you go. Here's a menu. So you're giving them time. You're giving them options. It makes sense. They came into a restaurant, so they want the menu. Right. So now you're offering it to them. It's the next logical thing that they want. So in your business, you just have to figure out what that is. They came in the door for a reason. What's the reason? Whatever that reason is, what's the next logical thing and how you're going to talk to them? And what's the next logical way in which you can make that offer of here's that ebook.
Okay. That's actually perfect. I like that idea. Now, the video that the link, he talks about.
That's the workshop. And he talks about all the different things of funnels in there, setting up video funnels. And that's the one that's on the Zenler tutorial site. There's also some funnel videos on our YouTube channel as well. David's done quite a bit on funnels because it's a very common thing when you're selling stuff is to have funnels. So definitely go check those out, Maggie.
Okay. I appreciate that. Thank you. And thank you, Jacqueline.
Yes, thank you, Jacqueline. Hello again, Judy.
Okay, so first of all, I've never done a funnel and I think I need to figure this out. I've just done emails. So I'm gonna have to look into that because I didn't understand any of that. So
okay, I love funnels and I can talk a lot about them. Do you have a question specifically?
I don't know what to ask because I don't really understand what they are.
Oh, okay. Well, so a funnel is where people are introduced. A funnel is a process, I guess, really is actually what a funnel is. A funnel is just a process. People interact with you in different ways when you have business online. And so some people, they don't know you at all, and they're just getting introduced to you. So you could think of that introduction as what would be considered top of funnel. Like this is
it like a landing page?
A landing page could be considered part of a funnel. Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. A landing page. Anything can be, really. Like we live and today there's certain words that we use to describe things. And we say things like an opt-in page, right? Or we say a landing page. We say a web page. We say a funnel page. There's all these words that we use, and a lot of them really mean exactly the same thing. Sometimes they can mean different things, but really, when you get right down to it, for our purposes, they really mean the same things. Like we could just like get down in the weeds. Well, technically this means no, it doesn't. You don't need to know that. You're not a computer programmer. You're not on the back end doing these things. So we need to be able to talk about things in a way that we can see and understand what it is. Your website can have many, many funnel options. Like I'll show you my website on the front. Maybe, or actually, let me find it first. Because a funnel entry, like in Zenler, there is a funnel area, right? In that funnel area, that is where you're setting up something that Zenler has labeled a funnel. So it's like a physical thing that's contained in a certain area inside of Zenler. And it has that opt-in page, and then it has the thank you page, right? And it's delivering a lead magnet to you. And then there's an email sequence that follows it. That's like the typical what marketers will talk about a funnel as. That opt-in page where they put in the name and their email, they're getting a thing. Then the next page, it says, thank you. And there's a button for them to click to download their free thing. Plus the system's already triggered an email, and they're getting that first email, which probably has that thing in it too. And a few things to, say, hey, go follow me on Facebook or go do this. That's all kind of part of the funnel. Your social media presence, your website, any freebie you have. You could have products listed on Amazon, like journals, ebooks, whatever. Those can actually be considered part of a funnel. A funnel is just a word we use to talk about how we interact with people as a business, right?
All right, I get all that.
Okay.
So you make this funnel, and then where do you put it? Is it just another email that goes out?
Right. Well, see, that's what I'm saying. So on the funnel, that's hilarious because it is. It's like, where do you put this funnel? Where do you put it? Where's it at? How do they find it? You gotta put signs that way. It's over there. Okay.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, so now I'm going to show you. This is just my site, and I'm just going to warn you. I'm showing you the front end of my website. I've been on sabbatical. I haven't had a website for over a year. I'm just starting. There's no people in the site yet. I haven't advertised anything on the site yet, but it's a very good example because I've been really working through the process of what is a funnel and how do people experience it, especially since we have so many questions about that in Zenler and from our members. So here's my website. Okay. So now there's just information, okay, on the site. So every single piece of information on the site, you click a button and it can take you to another page to give you more information on your site, right? So they click around, they're exploring, they're looking places. Now so far I haven't put up like a banner or anything where it says, hey, come here for my funnel. Come click on my funnel, right? I don't have anything set up like that except for in my blog right now. So you've got your blog content. And so my funnels right now live They don't live here. There's a doorway to my funnel inside my blog post. So this one is right here, right? So when they click that, that now takes them to the funnel door, right? So now they're in that funnel door. And they came here from here, right? So I can have multiple doors in multiple places, right? The funnel exists, and now you have to create openings where people can peek and find it. Does that make sense?
It does, but looking at your site, I think I have possibly my site set up incorrectly. When you go to my site, it shows all the courses right on the homepage.
Oh, well, you can do that too.
And the reason the reason I did that is 99% of photographers are ADHD.
Yeah.
And so if you send them too many places, they just say, oh, never mind, I'm going to go make a cup of coffee, and then they leave. And so I'm trying to get them on that homepage to buy something right away, because if they have to click on too many things, they'll get distracted and not.
Yes. Okay. So this is a great question. I'm so very happy, Judy, that you said this, because here's the thing. The courses, the way that Zenler is set up, my courses, all of these things, Zenler utilizes something called, oh gosh, the words are dynamic blocks, dynamic information. Okay. This dynamic information can be put anywhere on your site then. Okay. So for example, I do not want to be in it. I have way too many tabs open. Here we go.
Yeah, Zenler doesn't like when you have too many tabs open, I found.
It doesn't really, it really doesn't. And I'm not a photographer, but I am ADHD. So I understand. Okay. So the dynamic information that you can put on any page, right? So this is the home page of your Zenler site natively. Now you can change that as well, right? See the home page option here on the left? So for logged out users, like if people don't have anything from your site, they've never downloaded anything, they don't have a username or a password, you can set the logged out users. You could actually set this up to be your funnel, right?
Oh, wow.
If somebody comes
Okay.
to your page and they're not logged in, right? You can send it to a funnel. I mean, I wouldn't do that because then they can't get out of it, but you could send them to your all courses page if they're logged out users, logged in users. Same thing with this. You can send them directly to that page.
That's how mine's set up. Like when you go to my site,
you land on the all courses page.
Yeah.
But there's another option with the dynamic blocks on any page, which is this is the native homepage on a Zenler site. And if you go in there, if you come here to the block section up at the top near the little Zenler logo there, and you look through this list of blocks, if you come here to courses, right, you see the ones are green and they're tagged dynamic. So those are the different layouts for courses. This is in all courses. This is in all courses. And this is my courses. And then this is featured courses. So there's an option when you create a course, there's a checkbox, just like there is when you make it secret or make it this or that. There's an option to make it a featured course. So you can add a featured section block, right? So that's all that is. It's a dynamic block. So this is all courses. So I can take that dynamic block of all courses, and now that lives on the homepage of my website, right? So I can easily take that off of there, or I can easily put it back on there. And I can put those blocks on any page of my site. any page that allows me to add a block, I can add these courses blocks to advertise them.
Right. So would you mind just going to my site and telling me if the way I have it on the homepage is okay? I mean, it's
yeah.
been pretty profitable, but I would like it to be.
I've seen your website. You posted in Wow Wednesday, and I go and look at everybody's stuff when they post in Wow Wednesday. I was gonna say, like, the images on your site are just incredible. And I mean, duh, it makes sense because you're a photographer that you have just incredible imagery on your site. The horses, all that, like, incredible. It's beautiful.
But I'm a photographer who's also teaching AI, and I'm getting a lot of bullying.
Are you really? I'm not surprised.
You have no
honestly.
idea. You have
I'm
no
not
idea.
surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
It's the sad society we live in when people can't.
Yeah. Like, so I entered a competition where you couldn't even edit the images, and I came in 4th place out of thousands of people. And I said, see, I can photograph.
I love that for you, Judy. all of the images on my site are all AI art that I made. Right. Every image is all AI art that I made. Everyone on the fake site, on my real site, all AI images that I made. Yeah, I love it. I love playing in Midjourney. I also like playing in ChatGPT, and I'm testing out lots of other things. And I say play, but I've taken courses in Shaw University. I have certifications for AI. Like, I just think it has so much potential to do good in the world. You know?
Yeah, I'm actually teaching Korea. I've been on board with Korea for over 3 years, and what I like about it is it's an aggregate, but they're 10 steps ahead of everybody else.
Absolutely, I love that. I'm into, like, I guess I'm the kind of person where, you know, if it's here, it's here. Like, why am I gonna, that just feels like it adds more friction to my life to fight against something instead of figuring out how I can utilize it to best serve my life.
Right. Save time.
Exactly.
Save time.
Exactly.
So my question that I raised my hand about, and I don't know if this is, again, a dumb question. So I have 2 groups on Facebook. I have my regular group that's all my students plus people that lurk. Okay. And then I have my kind of high level group for people that have made financial commitments to things, and they get to be in a special group. And the special group, they're allowed to share more information amongst themselves because there's no lurkers. Okay.
Right.
So there was someone else who I followed years ago who moved all of her Facebook stuff off onto a community type platform. And she got a lot of feedback because it seems like the photographers like to hang out on Facebook. And I'm asking this because if I go down this rabbit hole of setting up a community, I'm trying to understand, why would that be better? And how would I tell people this is better? I mean, obviously, Facebook could disappear tomorrow. We all know this.
Correct.
And also, you could get, like, a friend of mine just got locked out of all of her accounts because an intern did something stupid, and they took all the adjoining accounts, including Instagram, everything, and wiped them out.
Yeah.
And so I understand that aspect of it. But aside from that aspect of it, tell me why setting up a community will benefit me.
Well, a community, whether it's on Facebook or in there, what we were talking about earlier, human interaction, very important in the world. So community is going to be very, very important in the future, like hugely important. As a matter of fact, community is going to be small communities, almost tribal living, especially online space and even in real life communities, it's going to get way more trouble. It's how it's going to be our main way of living again, I think, is in smaller communities again. And
so do you feel that, okay, so
on the Zenler one though, is that you want
well, I don't know. I mean, if I set this up, is it only for students or can anybody ask to join?
However you want to.
Oh, okay. So it's probably like what this person has, where you have the paid, like the paid people that do stuff, and then you have the free one where people kind of come in and ask questions. It's like that.
Mm-hmm. You can do all of that. Here's the thing you want to think about for communities though. Like, you don't have to, if your people are on Facebook and they like Facebook and Facebook is where they're always going to be, what is the purpose of you trying to create a community outside of there? Now, you do have to be careful because I am very much on the mindset of creator first and systems for humans. So don't force yourself to set up things that are going to cause you friction. Don't set up things that are going to cause your people friction. Because if they're just going to go away, don't do that. But you are correct. It's dangerous to build your business on somebody else's platform, right? Like you cannot do that. So my recommendation is that if Facebook is where they're going to be and how they're going to function, keep them there. If that's where they're at, keep them there. If that's where they're going to engage with you and it works for you to do that. However, you want to make sure that those people, they're on your email list, that the way that you're communicating with them isn't just through Facebook, right?
Right.
Because like you said, if something happens, if the system goes down, if something goes wrong, now you've just lost your whole business and all of your people. What? No. So we do it smart and we think about the ways in which we are communicating and delivering information to people and the way in which they like to receive information. So you kind of got to pay attention to that. I'm not really great at emails. Okay. I'm not a great person to subscribe to somebody's list and open emails. It doesn't happen. If you email me, good luck. I'm not ever going to see it. I turned the number off on my phone.
Mine was at 116,000 and I got rid of 50,000 and I felt so good.
I know mine is over that number that you said. So I'm not gonna
Well, my husband gets upset if he has 10 unopened emails.
Listen, my ex-husband is a zero inbox guy. Okay. So now you understand why he's my ex-husband. No, he's a good man. We get along. We're friends, but yes, very opposite.
He told me that my phone number, when he saw it laying on the counter, it gave him anxiety.
Yes, it did. My ex, the same thing. He cannot see my phone. He doesn't want to see my email. Like, no, 100%. So yes. No,
okay. So if I set it up and I slowly had people just join it and treat it as, look, I'm starting to put this together. So that you don't have to be on Facebook to interact with each other. You can be inside the bubble of my education platform, right? Mm-hmm. I don't think it's a bad idea. I just know that this other person got a lot of pushback, like, oh, why do we have to go there now?
Yes, a lot of people do, because there's all kinds. Like I have one of the reasons Zenler added community, the all-in-one course platforms, you've got some other ones that have added in that kind of ability for people too. Like you had this thing, like Patreon was a thing, right? There's tiers,
right?
Free, paid, community, people engage. Then there's Circle. Circle came out. That's pricey. Circle's pricey, but now you've got a lot more options and you've got threads and you've got all this crazy ability inside of there. And then there's Heartbeat. That's another community thing. That was on AppSumo a few years back, and I got a lifetime deal on that one. And it's in an app. You can download it. You can have different communities. You can do stuff in there too. So it just depends. All of these different community platforms and apps, every one of them functions a little differently. And Julia was mentioning, or Jacqueline, sorry, was mentioning Substack in the thing. Substack is a subscription. There's free level and there's paid, and it's a community. There's chat, there's newsletters, there's comments, there's interaction, right? So there's everywhere you go is community. So if there's already a community on Facebook, you're going to engage there and do what they do there. But oh my gosh, my brain just keeps spazzing out on me and distracting me. What were we talking about? The communities. How did they all have different features, right? So like think about how the difference between Facebook and Instagram, right? So Facebook, you just interact in a different way. So if your people are Facebook people versus Instagram people, for example, look at how the interface, the user interface is for Instagram. Instagram people like that style. That's how they communicate. It's how they do stuff. So if your people are more like that, you're going to want to have a community and interaction with them in a format that they feel comfortable with. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I requested to join the regular Zenler community this morning so I could kind of poke around and get a feel for it from the user perspective, because I was with Zenler before communities existed, and I remember there was a lot of chatter about this coming.
Yes.
So
yes. And the thing is, you don't, just because there's features inside Zenler that Zenler has doesn't mean everyone is going to work for you the way that you want it to. And if it doesn't, it's okay. You can find a way to make it work. You can build a community inside Zenler without even using communities, honestly, because you have courses. You could use a course as a community, to be honest with you. Set it up, put a course, name the course photographers community, whatever. You can have a little content in there, and you can turn on discussion threads underneath each unit or module, whatever you call them in there. And then it's a chat right inside the course. You can just chat back and forth and engage in a course.
If you turn something like that on as the administrator of the site, do you get notifications?
Yeah. When people chat, and you can reply to them, and there's discussion. Yeah.
Huh.
So there's different, so there, Zenler is set up to function in a particular way, right? And you can do it the way that it's set up, but you can also think differently, and you can use things for different things that maybe they weren't meant for. Because, right, a course is a course. In Zenler, it's called a course. But I have used a course and put in there my PDF workbook and a little button to download it. And they buy that course. They're not buying a course. They're just getting a download, right? So you think of different ways to make it work for you inside the system. And you can set up community in a lot of different ways. I mean, the key thing is if you've got, a lot of people, like I personally like to just observe those people. Like, what are they doing when they're online? What are they doing when they're on my site? When I'm conversing with them, what are they talking about? Like, you're going to in-person workshops with some of your people. So, a lot of these people in real life as well, and I've met them. So like you can start to really observe and see how they're engaging with you, how they engage with other content online even, and a way in which, because people, when they feel like they're part of something, they will go an extra click to get there. If they're not really connected to it, if they're not really into it, they're not going to make the extra click to get to it. Right. So making the most important part of the community really is, what is it for? And is it a community? Do they want to be part of it? Is it giving them the support or the resources or the information or the feeling or whatever that they need? Because if it is, then it doesn't matter if it's on Zenler site or on Facebook or on wherever, they're going to come to it. They are. But making it easy for you and them to access is probably.
Is there a way for us to find communities on Zenler that are people we might want to follow? Or we'd have to know that they have a community site?
Yeah, I mean, you'd have to know they have a community, but you could go in. That's actually a great, go into our Facebook group and post in there and be like, hey, who's got a free Zenler community that I can check out? I want to see how they look. Like, what do you like about it? What do you not like about it? Open up a conversation with people on how they're using communities. Because honestly, that's for me, the brainstorming with like ChatGPT, these sessions where we're chit-chatting, I love this. The seeing things from somebody else's perspective, getting ideas. There's a lot of really smart people that use Zenler, and they have a lot of great ideas and extremely talented people that think outside the box. So I think would be a great conversation for in the group, because I too would be interested to see them, some other communities and how people are using them, you know. Sarah, oh, and Julia's got her hand up again too. Sarah, you archived your community using the Zenler community more. Keep pushing people that way, link it and all your emails, etc. Yes, yes, yes. I mean, honestly, yeah, you can do that too. You can just, like, if that's what you want to do, like if you're at a place where you're like, I'm not doing Facebook anymore, I'm not doing these things, I'm off of it. It's just not an option. Right? There's no option. Like Zenler, you look at our Facebook group and how many members we have in our Facebook group. That is not how many people use Zenler. Way, way more people use Zenler than are the people in our Facebook group. Let me tell you. There's a lot of people a lot more people using Zenler are not in our Facebook group than are. Okay. So you could just simply say, I don't do Facebook. If you want to access my content, my community, and build a relationship with me, here's your only spot to do it. And you could do that. You may lose some people who are like, heck no, but the people who are really, really, really like you and into your stuff, they're going to just say, yeah, all right, this is a pain in the butt, but I'll do it. Right? So yeah, do that. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just jabbering. Is that good, Judy? I don't know. Yeah, I think, yeah. All right. Julia, you're back. Come on me. There you go.
Yeah, I was just listening to your conversation regarding communities, and I have that same thing going on at the moment, because with this course that I'm launching, I had the opportunity to interview potential students before open the course to them, and I asked them which platform they will prefer, whether a community inside the platform where the course was going to be delivered or a WhatsApp group.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a division of opinions. Some people say, oh, WhatsApp group, of course. And other people said, oh, no, please, not WhatsApp, because I am in too many WhatsApp groups and I don't check those WhatsApp anymore. Mm-hmm. But for sure, listening to you, Allie, with the emails, I had an email list of people interested in this course who they never got the email. I don't know what problem it happened with their email inbox or something that I don't understand.
Yeah, well, there's a couple of issues that it could be.
Get the email in time, and there were people who were really, really interested.
Yeah, there's a couple of issues that it could be. Okay, so one is that it went to their spam, right? So Zenler, it can happen. So check their spam.
But
That's number one.
I wasn't. Yeah, but I was not using Zenler email service. I was just using Flowdesk, which is a different provider.
Right.
that's
So again, it doesn't any one of those, it doesn't matter whether it's Zenler, somebody else's email. The
No.
things that tend to happen in email is it goes to spam. One of the ways to reduce that, even in Zenler, with Zenler, it can happen too, right? For everybody. It's you're sending authority, you're sending reputation of sending marketing emails is gonna determine some of that, right? And if people are reporting it or whatever. So verified email domains are going to be the number one way to ensure that you have good deliverability. Okay.
I do have that. I do have that.
Okay, so make sure of that. And David does have a list somewhere, and I will find it as we talk more about stuff like that and support desk, because there's a list. There's this. You can even ask ChatGPT, Google it. There's just a list of things that are good habits to get into. Best practices, that's the words I'm looking for. There are some best practices with email and sending marketing emails and whatnot that will help you with your deliverability as well, because there are things that you can do in your emails that will hurt you and your deliverability, even if you have a verified email domain. So I recommend finding what those things are, getting that list of best practices for marketing emails and having that verified email domain. Other than that, talking to your people and just letting them know, hey, check your spam. Everybody who's ever opened an email or put in an email address somewhere should know to check their spam first. I don't know why they still want to email me and message me and say, I never got the email. Did you check your spam? Oh, yep, there it is. I found it. Why do I have to tell you to check your spam? You should know. I automatically check my spam when I don't get an email I think I should get, but sometimes adults need reminders.
So the point that I wanted to ask is that I am aware that Zenler has app for you to download on your phone and have the Zenler app. So I wonder, I mean, I don't have that because I'm not a student of any course that has been offered in Zenler, at least yet. So I don't have the user experience as I think was happening to UD. So I was wondering whether it is easy to just download the app and for students to access the Zenler community through the app on their phones, like Slack or something like that. I don't know how that works or whether it's a good practice to do or to encourage. I'm just wondering about the best option for them to interact among themselves, because I know beforehand that some of them are very pro WhatsApp and some of them are like, no way. So I don't know where to put them all together.
Yeah. Well, I mean, here's the thing. I think if you yeah, you have to figure out for yourself, like, and for them, what is going to be, no, you're never going to have agreement from everybody on what the best thing for you to use is, because everybody's going to have a different opinion. So for you, the thing is going to be, what makes the most sense for you? What feels like something that you are willing to manage and would like to manage? Which one of those processes, whether you're going to use the WhatsApp, whether you're going to go to the Zenler community, whether you're going to download that app, if that's the right thing for you to do. Does it feel like that's going to be the right thing for you, for your people? The app is great. You can access courses, you can access the community and the little chats. So it's there. Now, how are you going to use it? How are you going to set it up so that it makes sense in the way that you communicate? Because you have to figure out how you're going to use it. You also have to figure out how they're going to use it. And why you're going to use it that way. So for example, I don't, what do you do? I don't know, Julia. Are you Judy's a photographer.
Oh, I think my connection got broke.
Oh, okay. So what do you do, Julia? What is your?
Yeah, I'm an architect and I'm specialized in the ancient architectural knowledge of India, which is called Vastu Sastra. So I teach Vastu Sastra through yogic principles. Yeah.
Okay, so now you have to say, what is it that you want to talk? What kind of community do you want? Like what kind of conversations do you want people to be having? Because like a community sounds great, but what is the purpose of the community? The community should have like a goal, a thing that they do. So it could be that, your community is all about a particular aspect of what you teach and what you do where people communicate. So like for Judy, maybe hers is that photography piece. Her community is very specifically for this specific type of photography discussion. Maybe it's this new trending way that things happen or treatments of photos. And so everybody is learning and discussing the application of this particular technique and how it works. And they're very into it and interested in it. And that's what the conversations in this community are wrapped around. So it could be something like that. So it's about deciding what makes sense. What are the conversations people want to have? What are the conversations I want to foster within this community? What are the kind of conversations will bring people back? What kind of conversations can we go deeper into? And does it make sense to do that on Zenler? Does it make sense to do that on Facebook? Does it make sense to, where do those conversations happen? And do they make sense for your people? I mean, because I can't tell you, like some people, it's having the Zenler app, they don't need it. Some people, they're going to use it and it's going to be fabulous.
Facebook is not an option.
Yeah, so no Facebook. I feel you on the Facebook not being an option. Like if I didn't have to be on there right now, I wouldn't. And honestly, I might be getting rid of it anyway. I don't know. So I feel that from you. So, but yeah, you have to, it's the kind of thing where really when you look at it, it's about connecting your community to the services also that you're providing, whatever that thing is that you're providing to them, and that community being that extra layer of connection between what you're providing and creating a little bit of conversation that goes deeper and gives people, I don't know, I want to say like more of an appreciation for what they're doing. When you can get into that deeper conversation somewhere, it makes the connection stronger. It makes the understanding of what they're learning stronger. And I think, communities are always great. And you make your community great the way it wants to be great, if that makes sense. Your community wants to be great doing this, then do that. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, definitely play around in there, look at it, think about how communities work, and then keep notes, keep notes, observe. And then when you come back next week and talk to me about it, because I'm going to be, I think Judy, you should definitely post in the Facebook group about other people's communities. I hope you do that because I'm going to be snooping around too. I want to check out how everything's looking and how people have set it up, because you're going to get great ideas from the brilliant people that we have inside Zenler. I mean, we have some of the most amazing, talented people. So it's fun. Learn a lot.
Okay. And
Okay.
there is also one question, technical quick question that I wanted to ask
Mhm.
you. I'm going to offer inside this course one live session a week. And I was just checking on the platform the difference between the one-to-one call session and the live session, or I don't know how Zenler call it. So in the end, yeah, the one-to-one booking and the live class, what the difference between them. So in the end, I decided that what I'm looking for is a live class, and just offer at the end of each module, just offer the live class with the Zoom link and everything. So everybody knows that that's where they need to go, where they need to click in order to go to the live class. And then I check that now with the live class, you can just copy the URL, I mean the link. You don't have to ask students to enroll or to register for the live class. You can just offer the link directly. However, when I generated the link and I check the preview of the link, I saw, the counter and with the thing, but I didn't know how to customize that page with my branding colors. So
Yep,
I thought
here we go. That's a simple fix. I can show you that really quick right here. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. What were we doing? What did you ask?
The live class.
Live. Okay.
The
Yep.
class
I
with the
got
link,
it. I got
with the
it.
direct link.
I'm sorry. My brain lets go of information very quickly. Okay. So it doesn't matter whether it's live class, live booking. It's all the same as far as the pages are concerned. When you're inside of your booking, you're going to go to pages up here. Okay. And that's up at your navigation up there. And you have all of your pages. This is the registration page. You've got the checkout page. If you're charging money, you can customize the checkout page. You have the thank you page that you can customize as well. And you have that waiting page and the replay page. So all of the pages are right here. The one that you're talking about is the waiting page. That's the join link.
Waiting page.
Is the waiting page. So yes, and you can go in there and you can customize that just the same way you can customize any other page.
Okay, so that waiting page that I will be customizing there, that link, would it be the same link that is showing on the website? I mean, if you go to live classes, inside those parameters where you select the date and everything, there is one option where it gives you the link.
Right, over here.
Yeah. Yes,
Yeah.
over there. So that Zoom link, the direct join link, is it exactly the same as the waiting page thing?
Ooh, hey, let's see. Instant live join. And this one says my session is expired because it has that. So, and now let's go back. I don't know. Oh, I'm sorry. And here, I have to do this. I have to stop sharing my thing because I have to, our time on the session has come to an end. And I cannot run over, and I do apologize for that. But yes, it's on there. You should be able to get that link there and edit it. I'm sorry, I can't show it right now because
Your time out.
Yes, I have to move this thing that I'm in this session, so I have to do that. I apologize.
Okay.
But yes, those are right there. All of those pages the join the thank you page for that. They're all right there for you, and you can edit them there. Oops. Thank you.
Sarah is saying that I cannot customize the waiting page.
Who says that?
Sarah on the chat. Yeah, right. The one from the direct join link can't be customized. Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem that I had. That's why I was asking you. So then if I share the link of the waiting page in the place where you highlighted, Allie, then it should allow me to customize. So then I will have to share that link. Oh, this was discussed in the Facebook group recently.
Okay, let's see. Oh,
because otherwise I will just share my own Zoom link to avoid this kind of problem. But I just wanted to use what Zenler provides to have everything inside the platform.
yes, here, I'm gonna share my screen real quick and come back over here. Okay. Oh, dear. All these tabs. Okay. So this is the direct join link for,
yes, which is the one that it cannot be customized, which that's the problem I had.
And that can't be. Yeah. I mean, so the way that maybe you get around that is to take pages. Okay. Is instead of using that link when you set up your sessions, just go ahead and customize the waiting page and just copy that link and have that link be the one that you're sending out. You can set that up in your automations and your emails as well. You can copy, this link from here so that you can put that in your emails and link that in your emails. You can post it, wherever in a message as well, so that they can have that and you can customize that page.
Okay. All right.
That solves it.
Got it.
That solves it.
Thank you.
Okay.
And thank you, Sarah, and the others who have been helping me with some of the questions that I posed in this session.
Yes. Oh, I'm so sorry that I think I can turn my camera back on for a second because I still have the green screen behind me, so that's fine. Okay. Well, we did come. Is everybody good? Listen. I would like to say thank you all for joining me in here today. Let's see. Okay. So next week, same bat place, same bat time. Okay. And this has been great. You guys had some great conversations, and I know we figured out a few things today. And I've got lots of thinking about communities and in-person events and things that we can have fun brainstorming, and funnels. Funnels is the other thing. So that's been great. Thank you all so much. Have a fabulous rest of your week. I will see you in the Zenler community and in the Facebook group and here next week. All right. Thank you all. Bye.